Let me tell you something that's going to change how people treat you forever. There's one thing you're doing right now without even realizing it that signals to every toxic person around you. Hey, I'm an easy target. And the worst part is you think you're being kind. You think you're being the bigger person, but you're actually making everything worse. Once you stop doing this, people will treat you differently almost overnight. Some will respect you more, some will get confused, some will disappear entirely. That's your proof it's working. And that one thing you keep making yourself easy. Easy to read, easy to manipulate, easy to access. And it shows up in 5 different ways. Let's fix them all. And stick around for the last one. That one alone will change how every single person in your life sees you. First trap, the over-explaining addiction. Weakness sounds like this. Long, breathless stories about why you did what you did, hoping everyone nods along and approves. You think you're being clear, they hear, I'm not sure about my own choice, so please validate me. You sound guilty even when you're innocent. Kill that habit now. Strong people don't do that. When someone questions them, they say, because that's what works for me. And they leave it there. If the person pushes back, you say the same thing again. Calm, unbothered, final, it's just what works for me. You're not arguing, you're not defending, you're not convincing. You're just standing in your own decision like it's the most natural thing in the world because it is. And here's the thing. The ones who keep digging, congratulations. You just uncovered a toxic person who hates your independence. Those are the ones you need to watch because that's not curiosity. That's control. The second thing is the one that requires the most courage, and it's this. You have to let people experience consequences for how they treat you. Right now, you're probably absorbing bad behavior and saying nothing. Someone talks over you, you let it go. Someone cancels on you last minute, you forgive instantly. Someone speaks to you with disrespect and you smile and carry on. And their brain logs that information. It says there are 0 consequences here. I can do this whenever I want, so you have to change that. Not by confronting them, not by making speeches, but by quietly pulling back. They text you and you don't rush to reply anymore. Not because you're playing games, but because you're actually doing your own thing. You've got your own priorities now, your own time, your own focus. They ask for a favor. And sometimes you're genuinely not available, not as an excuse. Your time just isn't as open as it used to be. They want to hang out and you're not always the one rearranging everything to make it happen. Not out of spite, not to prove a point, but because you've stopped putting everyone else ahead of yourself. You're not punishing them. You're not acting different on purpose. You're just finally treating your time, your energy, your presence like it actually matters. And when someone treats you poorly, they naturally feel less of that access. Not because you took it away to teach them a lesson, but because you stopped overgiving it in the first place. Most people will notice and most people will adjust because they don't want to lose you completely. The ones who don't adjust are showing you exactly who they are, and now you have that information. The third thing is maybe the hardest one to hear, but it will free you the moment you accept it. As long as you're terrified of people not liking you, they own you. They can walk all over you because they know you'll swallow anything just to keep them around. Toxic people smell that fear like sharks sense a drop of blood. They know you're desperate to be seen as nice, to avoid conflict at any cost, and they weaponize it every time. So you must get comfortable with the thought that some people won't like you. That's not a flaw, it's necessary. Think about it. If everybody likes you, you're being fake with at least half of them. You're hiding, shape-shifting, saying yes when every cell screams no. Next time someone clearly doesn't like you, don't fix it. Don't chase. Don't turn yourself inside out to win them over. Just accept it. They don't like you, so what? The moment you stop needing universal approval, toxic people evaporate because you're no longer easy to manipulate. And good people respect you more for having a spine. You can't have respect and be liked by everyone. Choose respect. It lasts longer. The fourth thing is the one most people never even think about, and it's the simplest. You are terrified of silence. Someone says something rude, someone makes a comment, someone throws a little jab your way, and you immediately fill the space with words, explanations, justifications, apologies you don't even owe. And that reaction tells them everything they need to know. It tells them you're rattled. It tells them they have power over how you feel, and once someone knows that, they will use it again and again. Here's what changes everything. Stillness. Next time someone says something designed to get under your skin, don't react, not immediately. Let the silence sit there. Look at them calmly. Count to 3 in your head, then say something flat and simple like okay or noted or nothing at all, and move on. Watch how fast the energy shifts because they expected a reaction. They built up to that moment. They wanted the drama and you just refused to give it to them. Suddenly they feel awkward. They don't know what to do, and most of the time they just stop. Now the fifth and ultimate power shift, the one I told you to stay for. Be genuinely fine being alone, not pretending, not posting about it. Truly okay. When people see you're happy in your own company, that you don't need them, a strange thing happens. They start wanting your attention instead of the other way around. So, starting today, stop chasing. Stop being the one who always texts first, always makes plans, always holds the friendship together with two exhausted hands. Pull back, live your life, do what lights you up. And watch who actually puts in effort to stay in your orbit. The toxic ones will vanish like fog. They were only there because you were an easy source of attention. But the good ones, they'll reach out, they'll check on you. They'll make plans because they genuinely value you, not because you bribe them with effort. You become the filter, and only those who truly matter remain. Pick just one of these shifts and try it this week. Stop reacting, stop explaining, deliver a silent consequence, make peace with being disliked, sit alone and smile. Do it once and notice who suddenly treats you differently, who backs off, who quietly bows out. That's the trash taking itself out. Next week try another. Soon the poison will drain from your life, and you'll look around at people who actually respect you. If this snapped something awake inside you, hit subscribe. One click is all it takes. Now go show the world you're not the person they can walk over anymore. You've got this.